Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome to the Unapologetic Squad. Today I'm going to be talking about the B.I.T.E model. The B.I.T.E model was created by a guy by the name of Stephen Hassan. He created the B.I.T.E model to help people undo the influence of mind control. The B.I.T.E model is broken into 4 parts: behavior control, information control, thought control, and emotion control. And today we're going to break them down in each individual category. Some might ask, why is this important? Have you ever found yourself feeling lonely, feeling sad, feeling depressed, not feeling like you belong, feeling empty, maybe even dealing with depression or a loss of a family member? Or have you moved away from your family, possibly joined the military, moved away to college, any of the above or anything similar to this? Then you probably find yourself in a position to be vulnerable. And when you're vulnerable, you find yourself an easy target to fall under one of these categories in the B.I.T.E model. Just understand that you are not alone. There is nothing wrong with you, and you can find help. This is why we're going to go through each one of these B.I.T.E models individually, break it down so that you can understand, if you're in this predicament, how you can easily get out of it and come out on top and be happy and positive individual. Let's discuss behavior control. Behavior control is promoting dependence and obedience. Modify behavior with rewards and punishments. Dictate where and with whom you live. Restrict or control sexuality. Control clothing and hairstyles. Regulate what and how much you eat and drink. Deprive you of 7 or 9 hours of sleep. Exploit you financially. Restrict leisure time and activities. Require you to seek permission for major decisions. Have you ever found yourself belonging to a particular group that makes you feel like you don't have the ability to move freely? You don't have the ability to do things as you normally would do if you did not belong to this group? This group controls what you do, how you do it, and when you do it. And you feel like you're under somewhat control. But when you're in this group, you don't really recognize the signs of control, of behavior control. But while discussing the B.I.T.E model and behavior control, you notice that some of these things that I've listed before fit you. And you can relate to some of these things and how they apply to your daily life and your daily routine. Question yourself, are you under behavior control? Next is information control. Deliberately withhold and distort information. Forbid you from speaking with ex-members or critics. Discourage you access to non-cult sources or information. Divide information from inside versus outside doctrine. Generate and use propaganda extensively. Use information gained in confession sessions against you. Gaslight to make you doubt your own memory. Require you to report thoughts, feelings, and activities to superiors. Encourage you to spy on others' misconduct. Does this apply to you? Do you find yourself falling into any of these categories? Do you ever ask yourself, why would somebody stop you from being able to seek information for yourself? Why would somebody withhold you from being able to search information from other outlets if you have questions? Why would somebody try to control the information that you have and to stop you from seeking advice or outside information from an outsider outside of the group that you're in? Why would this group try to minimize or discourage you access to internet, to the TV, to the radio, to books, to articles, newspaper, magazines, or other social media sites to gain information or clarity on what it is that you have questions about concerning the group or concerning the doctrine? or concerning any information that they are feeding you to make you more interested in whatever the cult or the group or the activity that you're into is that you have questions about. Why would someone withhold you from being able to have access to that information? Next would be thought control. Thought control would be instill black versus white, us versus them, good versus evil thinking. Change your identity, possibly even your name. Use loaded language and clicks to stop complex thought. Induce hypnotic or trance state of indoctrinate. Teach thought-stopping techniques to prevent critical thoughts. Allow only positive thoughts. Use excessive meditation, singing prayers, and chanting to block thoughts. Reject rational analysis, critical thinking, and doubt. You have to stop and ask yourself, have you experienced this? Have you been told because you belong to this particular group that you are more superior than the next? That what you're doing is more important than the next? Or what you're doing is going to get you something that being somewhere else will not gain you? The us against them model is used and is quite popular. It can be us against them, good against evil, black against white, cultures against another culture, a church against another church, a cult against another cult, someone who believes in a certain doctrine compared to another doctrine, females against males, and the list goes on. But to make yourself feel like you are something better than what another person's doing is the reason for why that you are important in that group is considered thought control. And lastly would be emotional control. Emotional control is, to me, one of the most important. It is to instill irrational fears, phobias of questioning or leaving the group. Label some emotions as evil, worldly, sinful, or wrong. Teach emotion stopping techniques to prevent anger, homesickness, promote feelings of guilt, shame, and unworthiness, shower you with praise and attention, and love bombing. We're going to talk more about that later. Threaten your friends and family, shun you if you disobey or disbelieve. Teach that there is no happiness or peace outside of the group. We definitely are going to talk more about love bombing because love bombing is one of the most important things on how they get you to be under emotional control. Love bombing is the practice of showering a person with excessive affection and attention in order to gain control or significantly influence their behavior. The love bomber's attention might feel good, but the motive is all about manipulation. It is pure evil, guys. I mean, it is used and it is extremely effective. I say that it's evil when it's used in this form because love bombing can replace those emotions that I mentioned earlier in the video. If you're feeling depressed and sad, you're feeling alone, you're feeling like you are missing a loved one, maybe you've lost a loved one, you're dealing with these type of emotions, love bombing replaces those. So love bombing appears to be something that it's not. It is a form of manipulation when it's used in this manner. It makes you feel like you belong. It makes you feel like you're a part of the group or the clique or whatever it is that you're into. It makes you feel like you are a part of something that you're not. And it is a form of manipulation to make you feel like you belong. I say that it's manipulation because love bombing is the easiest way to keep you in a situation longer than you should be in. It helps to kind of blur the vision so that you don't see what is currently going on, but actually makes you feel good. It makes you feel great. It deters you from feeling those emotions that you feel, the depression, the loneliness, the unhappiness, but yet you're surrounded by people who are loving you, who are welcoming you, who are feeding you, feeding your emotions, feeding your ego, and therefore you stay in the group longer, you stay in the relationship longer, you stay in the clique longer, whatever it is, you stay longer because it makes you feel good to be there, but there's no good intent behind it. It's only purely and solely done so that you will stay longer and that you'll commit yourself to the group because of how it makes you feel. So again, you have to ask yourself, have I been feeling like I've been under behavior control? Has the information that I have in this group been under control? Have my thoughts been under control? Are my emotions being under control? You have to ask yourselves the why, the how, the where, the when, the who, and the what. And if you find yourself in this predicament, then you're okay, but you might need to seek help into getting out of it. Removing yourself from these such groups will not be easy. You'll find yourself tugging with the idea of leaving or staying. And if you've chosen to talk to someone within the group, of course, you're going to know that they're going to deter you from leaving. They're going to make you feel like you're doubting yourself, questioning yourself, and even use some type of form of control to make you feel like if you leave, something major could happen to you. Something big could happen to you. Because using fear is another way of control. And if you fear leaving the group, then by some chance you'll stay. Because if you fear that because you are no longer in the group, you are no longer going to feel happy, you are no longer going to feel loved, you are no longer going to feel like you belong, then because of the fear, you'll stay. So just know, guys, that there are help out there. You can seek therapy. Just because you seek therapy doesn't mean that you are broken. I've provided the information below. Hopefully it's useful to you. There are also other websites online that you could seek that will help you understand the B.I.T.E model more clearly. I implore you that if you're in this situation, guys, to seek help. Please seek help. You are not alone. There are many people like you who have sought help and they are no longer involved in these groups. They are no longer involved in being under someone else's control. If you need more information, comment down in the comment section. If you've dealt with this before, comment down in the comment section. If you've broken away from any of these groups or group activities like this and you found yourself under control, comment in the comment section because we are all here to help each other understand this more clearly. So guys, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll know when I upload more videos like this. Have an awesome day, guys. Bye.